And we're live. All right. So today on TCU TV, for our second ever episode of our newly revised format, we have a very good friend of mine who goes by the name of Xavier Wulf. And I'd also like to introduce my other two co-hosts, Zach Yankish, a.k.a. Catfish.
What
and
up?
My lovely lady friend over here, Sarah.
Hi.
Also known as?
Also known as what?
Just Sarah, right?
Also known as Mrs. 22?
No.
No.
Just Sarah. All right. But so today we have my good friend Xavier Wulf, who's a popular rapper in the Los Angeles area, and I figured that I would just start off by sort of like recounting how we met, and feel free to jump in here at any given moment if you want to get involved. But this is what a lot of kids wanted to know, is how this rap crew, these rap guys, who knows what they're up to, but how they started hanging out with a BMX crew.
Well, that's why I'm excited, too, because obviously we've been friends for a long time, and this is my first time meeting Xavier, and all I've known from him is obviously his music and what you guys post, and from Began and Stevie, so I'm actually excited to finally sit down with him, because I have real questions.
And then we also have Sarah, who is just a straight-up, like, fangirl. She's liking all the videos on YouTube, you know.
Are you spying on my YouTube?
She's actually more of a Bones fan than a Xavier fan.
I love Elmo.
She's got a thing for his pal Bones, but we'll get to all that. But
Yeah.
So from my perspective, what happened and how I became aware of these guys was I was chilling here one night, and my good friend Tony Maloof, he came through with David Grant and a few other characters, part of the Gully Factory BSD crew, and Maloof sat me down and he was like, "Yo, I know you listen to a lot of rap, but you got to listen to this guy." And he just puts on Bones. And I was listening to it a little bit, I was checking it out, but he really was like intent on making me a fan of Bones, right? So then the next day, interestingly enough, I was driving to Planned Parenthood to get tested, which is completely
This is real life.
It's completely
This is
unrelated
real
to the
life.
rest of the story, but that's why I was up early in the morning in sort of a lucid
Why else
state.
would you be up early in the morning?
Exactly, because I had to go get tested.
It's a pretty good time to listen to Bones for the first time.
Yeah, when you're getting tested.
I mean, if you listen to like his lyrical content, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
All
the
right.
perfect going to get tested music.
Thank you for supporting me in that. But spoiler alert, I came back clean.
I was gonna say, are you okay?
So it was just...
Spoiler alert. But then, while listening to the car, I was like, okay, I agree, this guy's dope, whatever. And then I hit up his brother Elliot on Twitter, sort of like hit it off with him, and then they came through, and I met this guy, Xavier, Chris Travis, Eddie Baker, who Eddie Baker is also with us. He's not mic'd up, but he's in the background. And so that's how I met him. And then, how did you actually start riding with us? Like, what's your first memory of BMX or any involvement bicycle-wise?
I tell you, me, Maloof, Bones, Leezy, David, and what else was with us that day? You popped up out of nowhere.
At the very end, yeah.
And we was all out riding in Burbank, and I was on Maloof's bike, the Arizona. Shout out to BSD. And goddamn, he was like, do a feeble, and I was like, how you do a feeble? And he was like, just a tire like this and then back peg, feeble. So I was like, all right, say no more. So got on the bike and I did the feeble first try. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Damn, that's
He was
awesome.
doing feeble 180s on his first day on a bike. And
tried to.
the other thing
I
he
can't
did,
do feeble 180.
can you hop up a 4-stair?
Yeah, I'd probably get a flat.
He bunny hopped up a 4-stair his first
yeah.
day on a
That
bike
was good,
on
bro.
somebody else's bike.
That's
Yeah,
awesome. I
on
mean, that's
Tony's
got to
bike.
be crazy to, like, most people that start riding BMX, they've got a crew they grew up with. Like, to
Yeah.
have these dudes that you're, like,
okay.
starting riding BMX, and, like, kind of fits well then, I guess.
But were you always interested in BMX before you started hanging out with us?
Yeah, I
Because you
was.
had that piece of shit bike. What's the origin of that thing? Because you wrote a whole song about this piece
That's
of shit
the bike.
bike.
I remember seeing the bike.
Yeah, man. I got that bike last summer from Walmart, and I thought it was hot shit.
It looks like it came from Walmart in like 1992.
Like a Huffy?
No, it was a monkey.
It's worse than a Huffy.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that video, why I like that video was because I obviously knew that these guys had just started getting into BMX. And, obviously it's like 10 years late because most kids get into it when they're really young.
Yeah.
But in that video, which
he's
is
only 20 or 21,
I
right?
ride a BMX bike, but I'm not any good. I got a BMX bike.
Yeah.
Is that the name of the song?
Yeah.
But in that video, you guys are doing what like 11-year-old kids are doing when they first get into BMX.
Yeah.
They're jumping curves. They're making the little ramps.
And they're making songs about
yeah,
it. They're making a song about sucking at riding is pretty interesting as a
that
concept,
I thought it was genius. I was psyched on it. I mean,
I like
that
that
was
rap
hype too.
video.
And what's funny though is that you have gotten significantly better at BMX riding, but Bones has not gotten any better because he actually. So you got hooked up with a bike by
Tony Maloof and BSD.
BSD.
Shout out to the BSD
they sent
boys.
through two frames with some parts and stuff for him and Bones. Bones is how would you describe how often he leaves the house?
Oh, bro. For food and weed. That's my boy Bones.
I don't know if Bones' personality lines up with the BMXer type because I don't think he likes to see the daylight too often.
He's
Makes sense.
chilling, like just ducked off on the internet, chilling outside.
But you're more the get out of the house type, right?
Yeah, I like to get out, go see some stuff.
You think that's the Memphis in you that you just got to get out and just be on the block?
Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to do. You know, I do it at home, I do it here.
Yeah.
And
What
more
drew
fun
you
here.
to BMX? Obviously, like you were into it, but what made you say this is something that I wanna get better at?
Let me think. I pretty much that day after I was riding with Maloof and them, and like they just hyped me up. I did the little 4-stair up or whatever, then the feeble, and I was like, okay, I like this. Then I went home back to my bike, and I was trying to do the 180s to the the pivot out.
Yeah.
Who's your
So I was
favorite rider?
trying that shit. My favorite rider?
Yeah.
Fool. I don't even know. Fool. I got a lot of y'all. You,
Me.
Russell,
He pointed at me just for the
Stevie,
record.
Brandon.
Just everyone you know.
Yeah, all my
Devin
niggas,
Smiley.
all my
Yeah,
niggas.
but it's still
Devin,
crazy
bruh, I
though.
can
Like
go all
just
day. David.
those are the guys you ride with. That's just, I mean, like you're in such an awesome position
Bruh,
to
I've
be
rolled with a
riding
lot
with.
of
Like obviously Stevie and Began are like the best at what they do, and like kids all over the world would die to be able to ride with them. And it's just crazy that like you got into BMX and these are the dudes that you ride with on a regular basis.
Yeah, they
That's-
talking my shit. Like Brandon taught me on my grinds. You know what I'm saying? Stevie, you know what I'm saying, helped me with the 180s and getting the whole pivot motion. So now I'm pretty straight now.
You know, it was a funny moment with him is that like he had already learned to do feeble to Smith, and he came in the shop and he's like, "Yo, I got a new one. I just learned double peg to Smith." And we had to kind of like try to think of or like explain why that's not a real trick. You know, it was kind of like we had to sort of be like, "Oh, that's easier than with the other one." And
No,
that's, you know,
fuck
like
that. Nah, bro, you should have been like I was doing this shit. It was tight, bro. Russell will tell you it's tight. It's like double peg to Smith to feeble to like some random shit then pop off. You know what I mean?
that's beautiful.
I know y'all was like it's not real, and I'm like, well, it's fun.
Another really funny one though too is that Alfredo was driving on the street one day and he just was driving up to this ledge and he just sees someone just laying on the ground and he thinks it's a homeless guy and then he notices a bike and then he realizes it's Xavier and then he had just eaten shit on the ledge and he's just laying there on the street because he had just died.
Tried to ice pick a little fucking marble ledge. Didn't fucking work. And then I fall. I'm getting up. Alfredo pulls up. He's like, "Yo," I'm like, "Oh, what's up, fool?" I'm like, "You just saw that, yeah?" He's like, "Oh man, it's all good."
How would you? How often when you go out riding do you get recognized or told that they like your music? Because it seems like it happens all the time whenever we go out.
Yeah, when we go out riding together and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, like fellow BMXers and stuff out there. Yeah, they fuck with my music. You know, they you know what I mean? Like we cool. Like I met a lot of cool people through this shit.
Yeah, that was the next question I was going to have for you, because it seems that once you got involved in BMX, you created a whole new fan base. And I thought what was really interesting was the other night when we were here, I was begging Stevie. I'm like, Steve, because he's got so many Instagram followers. I was like, take a picture of me and put it on Instagram.
Yeah, I saw
and,
that.
and I was like, tell the kids to put their phone number, and any fans of Stevie, we'll call him on the phone and say what's up. So instantly, he posts a picture, and all these people are posting their number. So we call the first dude, and we're like, yo, what's up? He's like, yo, what's up, man? I'm a fan of Stevie. We're like, how long you been riding? He's like, well, I just got into BMX. I wasn't ever really into it, but I've been a fan of Xavier for a long time. I saw that he was into BMX, so I got a bike, and now I'm riding.
Yeah.
And to me, that was insane. Like to be able to have that
that's tight.
reach to affect people. So have you
Hey,
been
you have a
able
lot
to
of
see?
influence.
Yeah, I mean, like, have you been able to see like the reception from the BMX world since you gotten involved with it?
Yeah. I can say, but I'm cool with everybody in the BMX world. Like everybody respect me. I respect them. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to ride with a lot of pros and stuff. Like a lot of different through Adam and just chilling at the shop. Like a lot of cool people, man. I can name so many. You know what I mean?
Did you ever have any interest in riding BMX back when you were growing up out in Memphis? Can we talk about your upbringing?
Yeah, I had a mongoose back then, but it got stolen. I was bunny hopping.
What kind of kid were you?
Do that.
What kind of kid were you in Memphis?
I skated. I BMX. I rode mountain bikes. I was always outside.
So you were a little bit left of center always?
Yeah, I was doing something because either I wanted to be in the NBA. I used to play basketball. I used to, you know what I'm saying. I wanted to play football, and then I started skating. And then I've been riding bikes. I've always had a bike. You know what I'm
At what point did you get interested in rapping? Even though I know you're just doing it on your computer or whatever.
That shit didn't come to like 11th grade.
Yeah.
Like on some random stuff, and then that just spun off how it did.
And so, just for the record, this is the impressive part that a lot of our listeners might not know at home is that Xavier managed to pull off the thing that nobody is ever able to do, because anyone who's interested in rap music knows that there's 1 million starving, thirsty artists on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever, and
Ourselves included.
And they're trying, yeah, and we're included. We're up and coming rappers. No, I'm just kidding. But they are so thirsty, and they come out in droves to anyone who they think might have a shot at being influential, and that is why it's so amazing that Xavier was actually able to, through Twitter, win the attention of Space Ghost Perp, who, you know, even though they had a falling out, is quite a popular rapper even at that time, and that's how he became a member of the Raider Clan. True or false?
Yeah, back then, yep, that's how it happened.
So how did you get in touch with Perp on Twitter?
On Twitter, shit. Actually, I was cool with Amber first, and then like, I guess they played in my music somewhere. You know, I guess they talked and told Perp to go listen to it. You know what I'm saying, back then. So that's how all that got put together. And you know what I'm saying. Then we just crewed up. We just goofed up.
And then you went on tour with them, and that's how you ended up getting briefly interviewed by Nardwuar, which is kind of a notable moment in your life, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that was cool. He might have had a little pimple on his finger.
He had a pimple on his finger?
Me. Yeah. I didn't know how he got it. I'm like, how do you get a pimple on your finger, man? What's going on?
Put your finger in places
so
you shouldn't be putting them.
Was it on that tour? At what point did everything go wrong with you in the Raider Clan? Because that's another thing that obviously, like, even though it's been said a million times, the fans want to know, what the fuck happened with Raider Clan?
Man, it just, you know, the right business moves wasn't being made, you know what I'm saying? You know, and personal issues with folks started getting involved. So.
Did Space Ghost Perp punch a journalist while you were on tour with him?
Nah.
No?
Not while I was on tour with him.
Oh, but that did happen?
I think so.
Wasn't that kind of like the beginning and the end of like the media's love affair with him?
Yeah, it was like a misunderstanding. He thought the media guy was tripping, something like that. I don't know what happened.
Really?
That was back when, before I didn't even know nothing about that. I was.
Oh, okay, that was before you.
Yeah.
Okay, and
when
then
I got into the clan.
And what was the actual moment when you decided, like, I gotta leave, I gotta do my own thing?
About a year and a half ago now.
And you were still living in Memphis at the time?
Yeah, I'm still in Memphis.
And so you decided to leave, and then fill in the gaps between like you moving to California and moving in with Bones. Like, what happened in between there?
I just left the clan, did my own thing. You know what I'm saying? For my own path, whatever.
You and Chris left at the same time, Chris Travis?
Yeah, me and Chris left and doing our own things. And but me and Chris still cool and everything, obviously.
Yeah.
But I was in Memphis. I was working on music. I was started getting YouTube money. Got me a Mac. You know what I'm saying? And then fucking just started making more music. And then chilled in Memphis for a while. Did some shows in DC. And then went back to California and chilled at L's crib with Bones. We was just all there chilling all the time, working. You know what I'm saying? That's all we did. We just chill, smoke, work. You know what I'm saying?
And you guys just hit it off from the go?
Yeah.
How did Eddie Baker get wrapped up in all this?
Eddie been my nigga. Like when I first came out to Cali, he was like one of the first dudes to show me around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, because he was in the clan too at the time. So that's how we met. And then like we ended up just being cool as fuck. Was
there a specific song or moment where you where it really kind of went viral and made you realize like, holy shit, this is actually a thing?
Let me think. I mean, I just on Twitter and on YouTube, I can see the comments. I see what people saying. Like they liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like they was fucking with me.
And describe a show for you at this point, because that's kind of like the weird thing that I try to get across to people is like you've never seen a rap show like the ones that these guys put on.
Never, man. We got straight mosh pit, straight crazy shit, straight whatever. You know, we let the crowd do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yeah.
And if the security try to butt in or whatever like that, we'll tell them just chill. We'll tell the security guard, nah, let them do what the fuck they want to do.
What's it like when you do a show and you look out and there are hundreds of people singing your song word for word? I couldn't even imagine what something like that is like.
Feels good. It's like it feels good. It's just like I don't know. I sit there and I'm like, damn. I just think back to how I was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I was working at FedEx. I remember when people didn't know me like that. That was just like 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, and then to see it now, it's just like, damn, all this shit because of Twitter, SoundCloud, and YouTube. That's all it takes.
It's pretty unbelievable.
But it also
when you're
takes
in
a
that
grind too. Obviously,
grind,
you worked really hard. To get
Yeah,
this
bro.
point.
Like recording my own shit, mixing my own shit, buying my own studio shit, replacing shit that get fucked up, like all that stuff.
What's like a typical day for you when you're working? When you're writing?
Wake up, I smoke.
You can talk about weed on here. It's fine. You can swear. You can anything.
Okay. Well, I wake up, smoke a blunt, listen to some beats, listen to music, watch some cartoons, anime, certain shit, whatever I feel like watching. Had that on, put it on mute probably in the background while I'm bumping music, and I eat frozen grapes and juice and water.
Are you a damn rapper or a vacationer?
I am.
That's a line from one of his songs that I want him to answer for.
I'll answer that question truthfully. I am definitely a vacationer.
So that is the weird part, is like Catfish is trying to call out the grind, and rappers always want to talk about how hard they're working all the time. I feel like with you, it's much more of like a slow build-up where you enjoy just not doing anything creatively for days or weeks at a time, and then it just all builds up, and then you just let it out on a song. And I think that's why you come across as so angry, that is one of the questions I have written down is, why are you so angry? Some fan asked that.
Oh, yeah, man, it's just, I learned a lot about the industry, you know what I'm saying, over the years and stuff. And I know me and my friends got good music, you know what I'm saying? Me, Bones, Chris, and Eddie, like, our shit is crazy, you know what I mean? Like, so, and, it's just, so certain people don't show their respect, but we making them show respect. Just like every show we do, we shit on anybody. It don't matter. Show me whoever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We it's just straight like that. So that's how we get it back at folks. You know what I'm saying? Look at the show footage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whoever artist, it don't matter.
The other thing
they ain't got pits and all that crazy shit. They ain't got shows like that.
Yeah, that's what's funny is when the followers, the Twitter followers, don't line up with the live experience. That's when you know that something fugazi's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your Twitter followers don't match up. Your retweets and favorites, then YouTube videos don't match your Instagram shit.
That's the weird thing is if you want to be able to properly judge the popularity of a musician or whoever, or especially a rapper on Twitter.
I was gonna say my stuff doesn't match like ever.
Okay, explain why.
Because I feel like a lot of people just lurk me. A lot of girls lurk me. They want to see what I'm up to. People want to tell on me. And
She's
then they
forever pissed because people accuse her of having fake Instagram
and then they
followers.
won't like my stuff because they don't want. And I do this too. If there's like a hot girl and I actually do like her picture, I won't like that shit because I don't want it popping up in other people's
That's
feeds.
right, and then everybody else.
And then everyone else gets to like it.
You,
yeah,
who's
I don't want
this
people
girl
to see
you're
who else is cool.
I dig
Right.
that. That's how it be, though.
No, but that's why.
But you have the standard hot girl problem where
Yeah.
hot girls get very low like percentages because
Yeah.
the dudes who follow them are fucking creepy old scumbags. I'm assuming, right? You know, like they don't.
Well, I don't really like give them what they want to see.
Yeah, you're
But
like 5% sexy on there, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm like pretty G-rated.
Okay.
5%. But no, I was gonna say like that's not always true.
Okay, it's not always true, but what I'm saying is that if you are,
But I'm not a musician.
If you're a person who's involved in rap or you're interested in rap and you want to be able to accurately judge the popularity of a rapper, you have to be a fucking scientist with knowing what metrics have to
Yeah.
fucking match up and everything like that, because there are so many motherfuckers out there with fake followers. It's not this little thing that happens once in a while. It's like the rule.
Yeah, that's why I think SoundCloud's a good parameter because
Yeah.
you can't deny this how many songs.
Can't
this
deny
people
that.
say.
Did you come up on SoundCloud? Is that where
Yes, I did.
you consider that to be like essentially where your fan base is located?
Yep. That and YouTube, but like a lot of my old shit got deleted off YouTube. So.
Do you have an equation in your head that how you did it? If you were to teach a class and say, this is what you
wanna know?
need to do on SoundCloud. Yeah, that's how do you do it? Everybody wants to know.
All right, you make a actually good song on beat. You gotta fucking breathe right. You gotta have your shit together. It's gotta be tight. You gotta have your flow together. You gotta make a good song. Then you put it on the internet, and then if it's good, people will naturally gravitate to it. It's like magic. I don't know.
Is a weird little tricky thing there, isn't it?
Be good.
Be good.
just
be good at what you do.
That's one thing that Xavier is really good for, is giving you like positive, generic life advice. Like at the time when you really need it, like he'll just hit me up on my phone and he'll just be like, fuck these N-words. Like if you see somebody talking shit about me, he'll be, fuck these.
Yep,
like whatever. Like, and I'm just be like, oh, that's
But
such
it's
a,
really
that's
touching
good
to you,
motivation.
right?
Yeah, that's good.
Awesome.
Keep cheered up.
He has like the soul of like that is what you remind me of. You remind me of like a 60-year-old black man in Memphis sitting on his porch in a rocking chair, smoking a fucking corncob pipe. I haven't really spent much time there, so I don't know what the stereotype is there. But that is how I feel when you're doling out wisdom, which is frequently the way that I feel that he communicates. Is as if he's just sort of giving you a blessing of sorts.
That's what makes it genuine to you, huh?
That's just how I would describe it.
Just simple little advice, man.
It's so sincere.
You've never been to Memphis? You've never been to Memphis, Adam?
Walking in Memphis. No, I don't.
I think there's
I don't
a
think
couple
so.
good
Is
skate
Charlie
parks.
Maybe like
Memphis
very
right now?
briefly, huh?
Is Charlie in Memphis right now?
Charlie is probably in Austin. I think he drove from Buffalo to
Bro,
Austin.
somebody put on Instagram. They was like on the Team Weed Instagram. They was like in Memphis looking for Bud, and I was like, "Are y'all in Memphis?" And I don't know if they got back to me.
It might be
I think
somebody
there's
else.
Sixth
I don't know.
Avenue Skate Park. Is that right? Is that the one in Memphis? Sixth Avenue Skate Park is the indoor park. It was like a skate park and a concert venue too, like in the building.
Oh, okay, yes, I have. No, but that's Nashville.
Oh, that's Nashville.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. That was Nashville.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I was gonna say we ain't got no indoor parks in Memphis no more.
No, it's just
Last indoor
just trap
park
houses.
we had. No, let me tell you. The last
Just a trap house.
trap parks. Nigga, last indoor park we had was when I fucked up my tooth. I was skating. I was in the 7th grade. I was on this DC bowl, this big ass bowl, and it was my first time dropping in. I was scared, but I was like, fuck it. Got on the top, dropped in, and put too much weight on the tail, slipped out, and my face hit the rail.
That is on the
Mouth,
list of
nigga.
questions from your fans. One of them is what happened to your tooth. They
That's
ask
what the
that a
fuck
lot.
happened.
So I
That's
see.
what happened.
I've
Memphis
heard I've heard conspiracy theories that perhaps he chipped his own tooth because he was trying to ride that Danny Brown wave of the fucked up tooth
that's
wave.
Crazy. That's funny. I've never heard that.
I just made it up. I made it up.
That'd be fucked up.
I was like, is that true?
No,
It's
man.
my
You
idea. I
really
came up
say
with
that?
it.
I
just
chipped my
thought it up.
tooth in like the 5th grade. I had it glued back on. This kid in my class, his name Michael Frasco. I called him Michael Fatsco. I was at my desk like this, and this motherfucker came behind me, punched me in the back of the head, gung, cracked my tooth. I had
Oh,
it
that's
glued
fucked
back on.
Wow.
It still
Gotta
stayed.
love
I
that.
haven't cracked.
That's fantastic.
Fuck you, Michael Frasco.
On the note of knocking people's teeth out, we're going to go into. We actually talked for over 20 minutes, so we're going to play 2 songs right here.
Okay.
Watch Yo Back
Oh, okay.
and and Blow My High,
Okay.
which Blow My High was featured in the Charlie Crumlish S&M web video.
Yes, it was. Shout
So-
out to T.A. Double Dollar.
Yeah, TA Double Dollar. The
You
plug.
got Charlie bars on your bike, huh?
I do got the food bars.
See, we're all
stacked
family
up.
out here, you know. All right, well, we're going to play these 2 songs, and then we'll get back to it. 1 second. Okay, we're back. That was Watch Yo Back and Blow My High by Xavier Wulf. We're here with our guest, Xavier Wulf. All right, so I had an experience recently where I was having a conversation with someone, and they asked me, like I mentioned Xavier, I mentioned, my friend, this rapper, and they were like, I listen to a lot of rap, maybe I heard of him. I showed them, they were like, I never heard of it. They're like, who does he sound like? And I was like, the only things I could think of to say were Space Ghost Burp, Lil B, and 3 6 Mafia. Those were the 3 reference points that I was able to be like, okay, if you understand one of
Got
these,
2
then
out of 3.
then you wait. Would you reject the Space Ghost comparison?
Yeah, don't sound like that.
Okay, but I'm just saying that's an early influence, I believe, for you, right? All right. But
Memphis, my influence.
okay.
I'm from the influence.
But
I live
who
in.
do you consider your influences? That's what I'm trying to say. Is who do you consider your influences outside of those 3 that I just named? Because you make some weird music. That I think is the whole thing. Is that you have very interesting tastes, and that's why I think people are so excited by your music, or why people like it so much. Is that it is weird as fuck. Like you make some really out of left field shit.
Yeah, that's because of my hard, heavy metal rock side brain type shit.
So metal and rock,
Yeah.
they've influenced
I
you.
like that shit a lot. Yeah.
Like what?
Hard shit. Well, I did like emo shit too. Like I did like Hawthorne Heights.
Ooh.
Ohio's for Lovers. That Jones.
I was just about to say that. I'm from
Yeah.
Ohio. I was
Yeah,
just
that
about to
shit's
say
hard.
that.
I never really listened to them. I remember hearing them a little bit. Sarah, you probably hung out with them or something, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
I stripped to their music like
Okay. See?
a couple times.
That's tight. Hawthorne Heights.
It's good
shout
get
out
naked
to them.
music.
System of a Down too, right?
Oh hell yeah.
That's your
Chop
fave?
suey, bro. That shit will teach
That's
niggas.
not System of a Down.
That's not?
No.
Shows how much I know.
No, he was doing Disturbed.
Oh yeah, he was the
He was down with the sickness.
Oh, that is a good song too. I did like that song. That was a wacky song.
wacky
So you were into
song.
like new metal.
Man, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how to distinguish them. I just like them.
See, that's the cool thing is that he was growing up in an environment where probably nobody listened to metal, so you didn't even know what the whereas somebody like you or me, like we from a very early age knew what the genres, the subcategories of this stuff
So
were.
many.
You know, damn, that's pretty interesting because I think
We are like the alternative to alternative.
we tried to reject because new metal what was
LTO.
popular in 1997 when I was in like junior high, and that's what's weird is that a lot of people want to be in denial of ever enjoying Limp Bizkit or Korn.
How could you deny
like
that?
I like
That was an
Korn,
important
bruh,
stage in my
Korn
life.
Really,
Korn,
helped me.
one of
still
the
fuck with
dudes
Korn.
from Korn rides BMX.
Who?
Which
I think
one?
I want to say the bassist. One of them.
Monkey?
Fieldy?
One of
Is it
them.
Monkey?
One of them.
I think.
I rode with him at Chenga World Skate Park in Ohio.
I just think Monkey is so
they
hot.
were so into it. This is probably 10 years ago, but there's literally somebody out there will know which one it is. But there's one of the guys from
Korn rode BMX.
BMX.
So just like the Pharrell Williams doesn't ride BMX sticker, we could maybe make a Jonathan Davis doesn't ride BMX sticker.
I don't think it was Jonathan
I don't think it was
Davis.
John though. It had to be Monkey or
Monkey looked pretty athletic. Head.
Wait a
and
minute. I'm not.
Fieldy.
I think no.
Yeah.
I think it was
No,
the
no.
Deftones.
Fieldy
It was the
had a
Deftones.
lot, I think.
You know what? It was
Right
the
now-
Deftones. I don't know. Much.
Right now, we're alienating our entire audience by
Exactly.
assuming that they're going to know anything about Korn.
This is true.
We need to like show Korn footage, like the backwards R. Kids are going to be like, "You guys are so whack."
Some people say that's whack. I'm like, how is that shit whack?
There's probably a lot of undercover Korn fans out there too. We talked about Limp Bizkit on the fucking Nasty podcast or the radio show.
Yeah.
He's back.
He's definitely back.
How do you? That's the Young Money. That's a whole other
Hey,
scenario.
can we talk about this too? Can we talk about girls? What's up with them rap thoughts, Sarah? I know that this is your favorite topic, and you want to
Why? Because I spent a year in white rapper world.
whatever you want to call it. But I just wanted you to. Like, I know you were curious about the level of attention that Xavier gets from women at this point in his career.
yeah.
And I've been quite shocked by it myself.
Oh yeah.
The best part about it is it's only going to get better for him. That's the crazy thing. No matter how crazy it is, it's only going to get better.
First of all, Adam, why do you think it's so shocking?
What?
Why are you like, I'm so shocked?
It's not shocking.
You're shocked?
I know that rappers get a lot of girls or whatever,
Yeah.
but I'm used to hanging out with BMX guys, and to me, it's like
We all fuck the same girl.
Yeah, you guys do all fuck the
Isn't
same
that
girl.
horrible?
Girl.
guilty. But
Singular.
no, but all I'm saying is that
Not me.
Even at X Games, even at Do Tour, whatever, even though there will be scenarios where I see girls fanning out really hard on BMX riders, it's nothing like the way it is when I go to a show with
Oh my God,
him and
no.
Bones and Chris Travis. It's like these girls just throw caution to the wind, and they just, they would do
Do
anything.
girls like grab your clothes and stuff when you're on stage? Yeah, like
Ankles.
yeah. I
It's
saw
scary.
a lot of
Because
that.
the-
I saw
the-
somebody bleed this year.
With music, though, everybody has headphones in. You're always, no matter what you're doing, you're always
Exactly.
listening. So these girls are always listening to his music.
It's like
not
a trance.
Like a BMX
I
rider
had-
where you're like
yeah.
walking around looking at a vegan at it all day long. You know?
Yeah, that doesn't happen. No girls watching that
There's
bullshit.
like two girls. that do
Well,
it.
like I went on tour this year with like some, I guess, kind of rapper-ish people, but like like I just had no idea that it was going to be like teen idol kind of like stuff going on. Like I've dated people in bands that were like in death metal bands that like only dudes like that shit, and
Yeah.
they're not about to like go up and touch a dude singing on stage. So like I was just really taken back this year. Like all the attention I would see these dudes get like was insane. All like 14-year-old girls like ripping off their clothes.
Is it a hard decision
Yeah,
as a
some
guy?
18, 20-year-olds in there.
Yeah, is it a hard decision as a guy?
Some moms.
The level of groupieism that you want to allow yourself to take part in, because presumably it's almost unlimited the opportunities that's in certain scenarios.
True.
And on one hand, you want to preserve your own dignity.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, you want to get debaucherous.
Yeah, you just want to
Come
get
everywhere.
I mean, that's part of it.
rambunctious.
Like, I don't understand why a lot of these girls, like, that will willingly date one of you guys, they're like, oh,
Well, you gotta understand.
I'm so upset that my man is blah, 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 like, cheating on me or having to hang out with these chicks and stuff. That's part of
They
it.
should
That you have
understand,
to,
yeah.
you have
They
to
should
understand that from the
embrace that.
get-go.
You really should
that
embrace
that's
that.
part
Let
of
your
it.
man pipe.
You
Because
can't.
those are the good girls that there
Yeah.
are girls out there that are just like, all right, like you're gonna do what you want to do. When
I
you're on the
mean,
road.
I kind of did that shit. I just kept my mouth
think that's a
shut
better
and
way to
turned a
be.
blind eye. But
You
that's
ride or
part,
die,
that's part of what you have to
Die.
accept.
You need a ride or die.
Ride or die. That's what
Exactly.
about,
It's just like that's like, I don't want to get too into like my perverse thoughts on monogamy, but Anyway, yeah. There's a lot of hoes out there. No, there's a lot of girls out there. Very
Okay,
beautiful.
then rolling from that one, I guess, on the same note.
No, but I think Sarah has another question for him specifically.
Oh.
I wrote that. I told her to ask.
So, yeah. Okay. So I have a question from Adam.
I told her it'll sound less gay if you ask it. So she
He wants to know what's up with eating that butt.
No, because you screwed the whole thing up.
Right.
The idea was to ask because Kevin Gates he's talking about eating the booty, and I just wanted to say that's a hot topic in BMX or no, excuse me, in hip hop right now, and I thought maybe that we should find out. Xavier Wulf, where do you stand on the eating the booty?
Bushy.
The bushy.
Eating the bushy.
I think guys out there should eat the booty. You know what I mean?
Do you yourself, or is that
Yeah.
are you keeping that information close to your chest?
That's you never know.
See,
You never know.
He doesn't eat and tell.
He's not a sexual rapper. He's not like a sweetie
I'm not a
pie
sweetie
little
pie
rapper.
pie,
You know,
you know what I mean?
You can
when he
barely
talks
talk
about
tonight,
sex,
Adam.
he's
Smack
just
the booty.
I'm all over the
You're
place.
all over the
Smack
place.
the booty, spread the booty.
When he talks about sex in songs, though, usually it's like this is a weird theme that I notice in your music and in Chris and everything, where it's like frequently you guys in your songs are just saying your girlfriend wants to have sex with me and I'm not gonna do it.
True. Happens a lot.
Does that happen a lot?
Yeah, bro. I don't understand. I be at the shows and like some dudes like girlfriends will be just like going ham, like just all over.
Yeah.
I'm squeezing. Sometimes.
Squeezing.
You know what I mean? They squeezing. Really, they squeezing. If they squeeze first, I might squeeze right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, damn. And then why they squeezing
Squeeze
on
fest.
me? Why they squeezing on me? They boyfriend taking a picture of us.
You need to talk about squeezing in your songs more. You got to talk about the squeezing. I never even heard you use that verb before.
That's a crazy
That's a new
concept, though,
song,
because I'm sure
squeezing.
there's like girl fans that want to take pictures with
they-
him, and the boyfriend's
squeeze.
taking the picture.
Yeah.
They're squeezing
They're
while the
squeezing.
boyfriend is
This
taking
happens.
the picture.
But what are they squeezing on you?
It's just like squeezing like my ribs and
That's-
just tugging me tight and just.
That's. I mean, I've been in
Yeah,
that position
intimate.
before. I've taken pictures of like a boyfriend with a girl squeezing all over them a million
Yeah,
times.
definitely squeezing.
I even like make sure like the light looked good. I was like, no, you go that way.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty good about it. I'm sure the dude is the same way. If a dude is at your show with his girl, he's obviously there because he wants to hear your music too. Dudes don't do that shit.
Yeah,
I've been sent to
Have you
shows
had
by
any guys-
myself
have
plenty
you
of
had any
times.
guys squeeze you?
No.
Yes, you have.
Do you get?
Oh, well, they hug.
Do you ever get weird,
Sometimes I
like
get
kind
the-
of like gay vibe stalkers or whatever? Because I think that happens once you become like a real big time rapper.
No, not yet.
No? Well, that's good.
No gay stalkers yet.
Stevie had a gay stalker, just for the record.
Really?
His Facebook was originally started by his gay stalker, and I had to actually message the gay stalker and be like, "Yo, give me the
Is he
Facebook."
cyber squatting you?
It had 20,000 followers before he even had access to it.
Oh my god.
Yes.
What? That's
That's-
crazy.
I had to seize it back, and he wrote poems to him and would like send him
Really?
poems and all this crazy shit. Yeah, they told me
You
about
should
it.
have had one prepared to read to us right now if you're going to bring it up.
Oh, I wish that he still had him. If I thought there was any chance that he would have that, I would be very, very excited.
Do you have any diehard fans
Oh,
that
yeah.
are constantly messaging you on every post?
Yep. All the time. And I just favorite them. I favorite they tweet. Sometimes I
Let
see
'em know
stuff
you
back.
saw it.
Yeah, I let everybody know.
See, but I
saw
think
that.
that
Yeah,
that also
that's what I
goes
do, I
back
favorite
to
them.
talking about his success using social media.
Yeah, you gotta
It's
do
a
that.
must,
like
right?
That,
Yeah.
something
You
like
gotta-
you favoriting a tweet is you're making a kid's day.
Oh, they screenshot it and be like, "Oh, bro," I'll be like, "Damn, I'm glad that makes you happy."
And that
'cause I
is
can do
that,
all
especially
day.
now where like kids just they know what a rapper like a kid could kind of have a rough idea of what Xavier's day-to-day life is like, which is interesting because 10 or 20 years ago you really had no clue. It was
Right.
all just and rappers or whatever, they were able to pass off these crazy gangster poses or try to act as if their lives were like really crazy. And it's funny seeing it now where it's like these kids have a much more accurate like perception of what's going on in their lives. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it like kicking it with your fans, smoking weed with them?
Oh man, it's cool. They just be cool, chilling, smoking. I get a lot of free stuff.
What's that like? Well, give me some free stuff that you've gotten.
Bruh,
Crazy
acid.
drawings and
no,
shit.
I just went to San Francisco. Fool gave me some acid.
You did it?
No,
Have you done
I
acid?
had it. I've done acid before.
How is it? I've never done
It's
it.
cool. I did. Yeah, it's cool. It's pretty. It's alright. It's intense as fuck. I did that shit about 2 summers ago.
Yeah.
And I ain't really did it since.
Did it change your life in any particular way?
Yeah, I mean, I just know what it feels like.
Well, I saw a thing that Richard Dawkins was considering doing it, and he basically did a ton of research and decided that he thought it was too dangerous.
Really?
So there's
I might
people that
take
always
his word
say
for it.
I'm sure
that.
it's
I remember
dangerous.
hearing
he's
that
like 70.
if you take LSD, it goes into your spine, and some of it never comes out. Like
But is
they're
that
able to
debunked or
tell.
something?
I don't know. I
don't know
remember
either.
hearing that. It's,
Never
I don't
heard
know
of
if it's
that.
true.
I just
yeah.
ate a lot of ice cream.
Wow.
Okay, can we get back off the fans topic? And I have another question about girls. Now that you have your own spot, is shit crazier?
Oh man, I keep it chill, man. You know, because I be working. You know what
yeah. What is the creative process completely different now that you have your own space? Because you were just talking about how that new song Thunderman, how that was like the product of you all of a sudden having your own studio environment and being able to really record however the fuck you want and just you know, is it totally different?
Yeah, that came out clean as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It just felt good because I like being by myself when I record and shit.
Yeah.
So it's gonna make a lot of stuff better.
When you're in record mode, are you listening to beats and are you sitting there with your phone writing lyrics? Or are you writing it down by hand? Phone.
Memo pad thing.
How often do you freestyle on recorded songs?
Bro, I just freestyled a song that's gonna be on Bloodsport Season 2 the other day. Freestyled it, bro.
And how hard is that?
It's not even hard sometimes. Sometimes you just get a beat where you just say some tight shit the whole time.
But that's the thing that I think is really crazy is he'll be playing shows and he'll be doing his verse and kids know every fucking word and it's like it's total you know he thought of it on the spot. He never wrote this down.
Awesome.
Yeah,
it's pretty bizarre.
Yeah, some songs, I've freestyled a lot of songs because sometimes I'll freestyle a song and then like leave it and then come back like a few hours later and I'll piece it up. That shit sound good. I'll be like, damn. It sounds like a whole new song to me. And I'll be like, damn, this shit hard. Or if it's like, if I got to fix something, I'll just re-record it and just make a song.
Do you consider yourself in the lineage of Waka Flocka and Young Scooter in that you are an anti-lyrical rapper in a sense?
Yep. I don't give a fuck about being lyrical. I just say what I feel like need to be said. You know what I'm saying? What I need to say, what I need folks to know, what I want niggas to know. Say it how I want to say it.
What is it about being lyrical that you consider kind of like almost like an insult?
It's like, what do you mean? Like when folks say you're not lyrical?
Yeah, like. Well, no, I'm saying the fact that you more like brag about it. Where you in that new song, you say,
"Oh, fuck lyrics." Yeah.
You say, you know, they ask him where my lyrics at. Who the fuck is you? Yeah. It's almost like you saying like, I don't. You know, you just seem like you have really no desire or need to like satisfy people in that sense, and I think that's really kind of an interesting position for a rapper.
But
Very
he still
Soulja
does
Boy
it.
of you.
He still does it though.
No, Soulja Boy
maybe
sucks.
not intentionally, but like there's lyrics that some of your lyrics, like the one, don't think that just because I'm watching anime, I won't come cripple you.
Yes.
I listen to that. I play. I'm like, did he just say that? I had to like rewind it back.
Because Catfish is a brand new fan. He just started listening.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Because like when you came, like I've obviously listened to hip hop my whole life, but when they first started hanging out with you and Bones, I was just like, oh man, this slower rap. I'm always like listening to like fast paced hip hop, so I was always like kind of like, I don't know. And then like when I saw it to edits, like when Began's edit, I thought it went really, really well, and that's what kind of turned me over to it. Just because I've always been such a closed minded hip hop rapper. Adam and I
for a long time, I only really listened to Gucci and whoever was in his camp.
Gucci's good.
Gucci is dope. And
free Gucci.
Do you consider him a bit of an influence in a sense?
Yes. Gucci
In what way?
Gucci Mane influence. OJ the Juice Man.
Hell yeah, OJ.
Bro, who else?
Because that is a question that is on here from a fan. They said, what mainstream artists were you influenced by?
Gucci ain't mainstream.
Well,
He's trap for life.
I can see what you mean. Yeah. I mean, he definitely ain't mainstream anymore. He ain't on a label or anything like that. Yeah.
It's just I never really had like favorite rappers really like that because I just didn't.
That's one thing about hanging out with Xavier that's kind of interesting is that if you want to hang out with Xavier, you are not going to listen to a lot of rappers besides Xavier. Because he doesn't fuck with a lot of people. Like, and actually, it's weird because he'll have this effect where you're listening to some other rapper and he'll just walk in the room and just be like, ugh, terrible. Turn it off. And then put on himself. 9 times out of 10, that's how it goes. Or at least, like, you can kind of see the discontent in his eyes when he walks in the room and you're playing something that he thinks is whack. And he does, like, I've definitely, like, seen him enjoy a lot of rap music, too, like, Future and Migos, and I've seen him, rock out to all the Brick Squad shit and everything. But a lot of shit he's not okay with.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love it if you would have done that today. When you came in here with your food, what are you listening to? And I'm like, who's that? He's like, that's me.
Yeah, it was some weird stuff on.
All right, we're gonna go into 2 more songs right now. We're gonna play a song called "Morning Dew." Almost looks like Mountain Dew, the way it's written down on a piece of paper. And then next up is "It's Obvious."
Oh yeah, shout out to Chris Travis, Water Boys, East Memphis.
You ever gonna do a song with Young Dolph?
I probably would. Yeah, I do a song with Dolph.
Let's table that. All right, we're going into Morning Dew and It's Obvious. And we're rolling. All right, so I have to get this out of the way. I have to list off this list of names, and you have to tell me what it would be like if you were walking down the street and you saw each of these people and they were alone and you were alone.
Okay.
And you have to tell me,
That's
would
cool.
you give them a handshake?
Okay.
Would you pat him on the back, give him a big hug? Would you have a little talk? Would you subtweet about him later? You got to tell me. All right. Space Ghost Perp.
Handshake. How you doing? Good. Keep it moving.
Okay. ASAP Ferg.
I'd be like, nigga, have you cleaned up them bunny hops yet? I'd be like, what's going on, man?
Can we talk about the root of that feud, though?
I mean, yeah, man. It's I came into BMX like on some real like with the heart shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Shinners busted my ass, man. Y'all done seen me eat some shit. I done ate some shit.
You ate some shit. I seen you eat some shit.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I done ate some shit.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I ain't trying to promote myself with it. I wasn't trying to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I just got a bike and I started learning. You know what I'm saying? Asking questions, trying to just get good for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to ride. Mm-hmm. And so I was on that tip. And then I saw Ferg coming in. And like I could just tell that it wasn't on no legit shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the way he went about it, like, you know what I'm saying? Real recognize real, and like that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, you put the shit in the video, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have his own bike, you know what I'm saying? Real BMXers know what's up. When you ain't got your own bike, nigga, what you doing?
Okay, but you know what I'm talking about. You know that I want to go back before all that.
What happened?
I heard.
All that fucking.
Yeah, I heard you got in a little rumble with the ASAP mob one time back when you were in Raider Clan.
Yeah, but fucking.
Is that water under the bridge now?
Wasn't there.
He wasn't there?
Yeah, I don't even get.
Who'd you lay hands on?
Me?
Yeah.
Nigga. I don't even want to say my name, bro. I remember me and Chris were sitting in the car, and then
Ian Connor?
Nah, that's my nigga. But Chris was like, bro, they go to ASAP niggas, and then we hopped out the car and Perk and Simi and all them niggas was already down there. You know what I'm saying? They screaming at each other and shit. So I don't know, for some reason, bro, I just hopped out of the car, ran full speed, and just pushed the shit out of the nigga standing in the middle.
Uh-huh.
And then that's what started out. Everybody got their nigga.
And it got crazy.
Swing, yeah.
And the Twitter sphere lit up.
Yeah.
Which it usually tends to happen.
Where was this at? What state was this in?
This was in New York. But they ran up on us. But really, bro, the whole ASAP beef, bro, I don't even get no fuck about the fuck, because I'm making my own money now, niggas. Hollow Squad. Them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they got their own
they
thing.
Cool. Yeah, they straight. Because I was really, the only reason I beef with them niggas because I was just riding for my nigga at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if my nigga ain't fuck with some niggas, then I ain't gonna fuck with them either.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, I'm like, I don't give no fuck about none of them niggas.
Okay. What about next name on the list? Benji Bands.
That nigga, bro.
I know that just his heart rate just went up a little bit. He really doesn't like this guy. Can we hear the story?
It ain't even like that. I didn't really hate the nigga like that at first, but he just I knew he wasn't about the shit. You know
On a scale of 1 to 10, what level fuckboy is he?
Fucking 1000.
Not even a real number. But yeah, so, I guess we don't have to go too into that whole story. But like, what he basically was just popping shit with you on Twitter or what?
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? He tried to play me for a fool on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I tried to. He was. I was just tweeting nigga one day. Nigga was just tweeting dumb shit, and I just tweeted him and I was like, "Shut up." And then you know what I'm saying? And he started subtweeting, and I was like, I just said, "Subtweet all you want. You still worthless. Ain't shit." Some shit like that.
Can we ask like a big favor for anybody, any Benji Band Twitter follower out there right now? Can you just hit that unfollow button?
I unfollowed him a long time ago.
You know who this is? You followed him? Why?
I don't know. I think it's because he followed me, and his ratio at the time was like,
Nah, nigga, he tried to play me.
you know, the ratio of follower to follow thing.
So this made you think that he was interesting?
sometimes I will follow people back just based on that.
But this is like he probably did a
a
song with
long
Soulja Boy
time
or something,
ago.
and that's probably why you were interested.
No.
I don't know who he is. I
He
wouldn't follow
DM'd
him
me.
just because his name is Benji. Like, you can't be
Ugh,
a grown-up
yeah.
and be named Benji. That's
Damn.
like a 7-year-old
Yeah.
redheaded kid's name.
Who are you? What do you think?
I don't know. He was annoying, so I unfollowed him right away.
Yeah, not a fan.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up on the list, and I guess this kind of relates to it. How do you feel about being classified as part of the Sad Boys movement?
I ain't classified.
I've heard it said though. I've
Yeah.
heard people try to throw you in that category.
Well, that's because me, Blade, and Echo, and White Armor used to mess around on shit. But like ever since then, I ain't did nothing else with them.
You're not sad.
No, I'm definitely not sad.
Where? What's the name of your sword, and where'd you get it?
I got 2 swords. One is Uyu, and then the other one is Inaki Mishumi. That one in Memphis. The other one Uyu's out here.
And that's kind of like a big theme in your music and everything too. Is just the anime or the Japanese culture angle, Asian culture. How you get into all that shit?
Man, I just been into that shit ever since I was a kid. And just watching like old martial arts movies and stuff, and just you know what I mean. Just like I like Jackie Chan a lot, so I watch like a lot of his stuff and Bruce Lee and Jet Li and all the Asian like kung fu, all the Japanese. All that
That's
stuff.
your shit.
Any actor I could find with a movie like that.
Catfish has a Wu-Tang tattoo on the small of his back, often called the tramp stamp space.
We all made mistakes in the 90s.
Yeah,
True. This is another one I have written down. Is how do you feel when people accuse you of being an internet rapper?
I don't really get accused for that no more.
Really?
Niggas know. Ever since that Benji Band shit, I showed niggas, bro, like, you can talk that shit on Twitter, bro, but as soon as I come to your city, I want to see you.
Yeah.
And if I don't see you, you bitch. You got punked out. Any nigga can get punked out. I ain't with that Twitter shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nigga got a problem with me. I don't even talk to niggas on Twitter no more. I just favorite the shit they say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I feel if they not gonna come to the show. 10 times out of 10, they not finna do shit.
Yeah.
Because they don't never do shit.
Did you do a song with Lil Shark?
I didn't do a song with Lil Shark, no. My nigga did, though.
Who?
My nigga Yen.
Would you do a song with Lil Shark? Shout out to Lil Shark.
fuck
Sarah's
with
on
Lil
Lil
Shark,
Shark's dick.
Oh yeah,
Like Lil Shark.
all up on that penis.
We're also alienating almost every rap fan in the world because most people don't know about Lil Shark, but he's
Lil
dope.
Shark's
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
They don't
like
know.
Lil Shark. I like him as a person.
If you could work with any artist, who would it be?
It would be. I don't even know. I never think about stuff like
Gucci.
that. Yeah.
Would you do a song with Gucci?
Gucci?
That'd be a good one.
What if he told you had to rap about bricks?
I make it work.
Just give it a go, right? You could probably put something together, yeah. Hey, that was another question I've written down. You ever sold drugs
Yeah, man. Of course. I used to sell weed.
around the neighborhood and stuff?
Yeah.
But you don't choose to rap about that, and that.
I've talked about it in a few songs.
A little
bro.
bit?
Yeah, TA taught me how to do that thing.
You ever shoot somebody?
No.
Because I noticed that the gun talk, is also missing from your music, and that I think it's a good thing. That's why I think BMX fans kind of are more accepting of these guys, is because they keep it a little bit more real.
That's what I was gonna say.
Obviously there's some exaggeration and some wordplay and everything like that, but at the same time, I mean, he doesn't talk about guns. He doesn't talk about
Clothes
selling coke.
or- yeah,
He
any of
takes
that
pride in being dirty. I like that. That's a BMX thing too. You got to take pride in
Bro,
having
I
ash on your jeans.
understand BMXs, bro. Like, you don't understand. That's why you think we click? Like,
Yeah.
who got beef with me? Even Rodeo Peanut fuck with me.
Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world.
No, but they like him.
Xavier.
They even admitted in the comments, they were like, "Yo, you're
They
cool
fuck with
because you actually ride." So I thought that was good that they.
They know about the Ferg shit. They sided with me. They real recognize real, bro. Fuck these niggas.
See,
bro.
I think you would have a hard time being hot in BMX if you're wearing a chain.
I ain't wearing no
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I think. If you have that crazy, gaudy, obsessed with yourself image, most BMXers are gonna look at you like you're a weirdo, and I think that's partially why they might fuck with the guy.
Well, plus the fact that he's riding, he's really riding. He's not riding to film a video like he's out busting his ass. He says he's going to ride tonight at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
After the interview.
Would you rather be a rapper or a pro BMX rider if you had the
Honestly,
option?
I'd rather be a pro BMX rider probably.
Why is that?
Cause it's more fun. You know what I mean? Like if I could 360 down shit and not be like scared to fuck up. You know what I mean? Like if I could do that, like like Paley and like them niggas, how they just do big shit and Reed and shit, how they just go out big shit. That shit tight. That's better. And then y'all go on trips to ride around, like y'all go overseas and shit just to ride bikes around the city. Like that's the best shit.
We gotta bring him to China.
Yeah.
But so do you love traveling to tour and stuff? Is like, how do you feel about that?
I like tour, but like ever since I got into BMX, I want to go everywhere with my bike. Like the last tour we did, I took my bike.
Is it kind of it's kind of boring, right? Because you just go to the venue, you hang out.
You go to the venue, you smoke, and you go to the hotel, chill. Versus if we was on a bike trip, it's like, all right, y'all, let's go. We finna go here. We finna get some clips. You never know what.
There are some distinct advantages to being a rapper, though. Mainly that, like, number one, you're not going to tear your ACL, and if you do, you can keep rapping.
Oh yeah,
True.
That's true.
Yeah, that's probably the problem with being a pro BMX
People
rider.
probably pay you on time a little bit better than they do in BMX.
True, because if not, you're going to stomp a mud hole in their ass. You ever have to beat up a promoter?
Damn near. Yeah, me and Chris almost had to tear a hole in a nigga one time.
Where was that?
That was in Houston.
Damn.
But it's all good.
How come your songs don't have hooks? Most of the time.
Because my brain don't process around that shit correctly. I don't know. Making a song, I know how some people think about making songs. It's hook, verse, hook, whatever. Bridge, all
hook,
that shit.
yeah.
I don't think about none of that shit. When I do a song, I just write from the time the beat come in to the end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just go straight through it. I was like that with writing paragraphs at school, though. Like, I couldn't indent and shit. You know how they tell you indent and separate the shit? I never understood that. I just write straight down.
Do you see yourself in the future, like, as you become more popular or whatever, trying to, like, make more hook-based songs, like, just to try to, like, you know?
No. I only do a hook when I just feel like it, and it's like a cool hook. And I don't even call it a hook. I just say some shit over and over again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
When you're picking out songs and you're listening to instrumentals, is it normally like you hear the beat and you know within 10 seconds, all right, this is something I want to do, or do songs have to have songs grown on you? Where you're
sometimes
just
they
listening
grow.
to them?
Sometimes they grow, but like the real good ones, I know off top.
You just know.
Like, as soon as it come in, give it like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. That's when the beat drop. As long as that bass line straight, I'm straight.
And that's the interesting thing too. Like, he had this other producer that I cannot name at this time, but he's doing some songs with, and he showed me one of the beats, and it was cool because he was hearing it for the first time, and I'm around rappers as they like, in the creative process, even though I'm hanging out with them or whatever, and he was listening to it and talking about like, oh yeah, I could get in here, like, you know, figuring out where he could fit in on the beat and stuff, even though it was not his typical beat they would rap to. But that's the interesting thing too, is he'll get like 100 beats from a producer, and he'll pick out a couple of them, and it's not that the other beats are bad, it's just that he has a very like specific style that you're trying to go in, right?
Yeah, I like specific type of beats.
And I think that's when you see a lot of rappers fuck up their aesthetic, is when they just start rapping over whatever, and they just hop on any old beat.
Do you get lots of beats daily, or producers hitting you up constantly?
Yeah, I get a lot of beats now.
Who's your favorite producers to work with?
Goza Beats, John Mello, Lord Vicious, Perp Dog, and there's some new guys I just started messing with. One dude named Gamma. Like, those are my favorite right now, and I just keep getting more favorites. Every time I find somebody with good beats, I'm like, damn.
Are you looking at dudes' beats on SoundCloud and looking at the shit that they send you all the time?
Yeah, I always play. I always give beats a chance, because you never know. Sometimes, there's been times where I've skipped over shit and then came back later like, bro, if I would have missed this shit, it would have been over.
Hey, we're about to play Hear Ye and one of your newer ones, Rorona Woe. How do I say it?
Roanoa Woe.
I think I spelled it wrong on the paper. Roanoa Woe.
Yeah.
Hear Ye was in Stevie's video. What was that like, having your song in a video that got so many views and was part of Young Neck Pillow's rise?
That was tight. I was just excited how the video turned out. It turned out real good. It's a real enjoyable video to watch. The music was very on point with the riding. You know, shout out to John Hicks for that. You know, because he just got his whole mind wrapped around that. So on point. You know, it's just a great video. It just flows so smooth. But once you start watching it, you just watch it to the end. You know, you don't just watch it and just stop. You can't, because it just flows too good. You know, you just watch it. Just watch
Beautiful.
it.
All right, we're playing it right now. Hear Ye and Roanoa Woe. Okay, we're back. We're gonna end this with some questions that we were thrown by our readers. A little bit more personal. A couple more joints, and then we're gonna end up with a few more songs. When are you gonna stop rapping and start making beats?
Ooh.
Because you've mentioned this to me before too.
Man, hopefully it's then like, I don't know, soon as fuck. Maybe like a year and a half once I get my groove going. Because, you know, I don't want to rap forever.
Why not?
Because I don't know. I just.
Your boy Chris Travis just walked in, by the way. John, turn around.
Chris. What's up, nigga? What's up, Chris? How are you?
Chris Travis in the building.
Yeah,
All right, so yeah. So I don't know. I don't like that idea. I think you should keep rapping. I just want to throw that out there.
I mean, I might not stop completely, but
This
I
is
might
what
slow down.
this is kind of what every rapper ends up saying at some point in their career, just for the record.
Can't rap forever.
Eminem did this at one point. Yeah, but you're 21. Nicki Minaj is like 33.
But like making beats would be so much better for me, cause you don't understand how I hear beats sometimes that's so good I don't even want to rap on them.
Yeah, I think you just want an excuse to stay in your room more.
Yeah,
If you make a beat, you won't have to go on tour.
Yeah, I would, cause I would probably DJ some shit.
Maybe.
Yeah, man, I gotta evolve. You know, I'll rap for a while though.
How many
I'll rap.
pillows do you sleep with?
I want to sleep with like 4, but I only got 1 right now.
That's somebody asked that. Somebody said, "What is your posy message for the youth?"
Positive message for the youth.
Posy is what they said.
Kids. Always seek the truth. You know what I mean? Be healthy. Drink water.
What about
He
water?
is kind of like an old Memphis
Yeah, exactly.
man. There's
Now
like
you
the
see what I'm
old
saying,
wise
yeah.
guy on the porch. There's just like
He's very good at
fires
extolling
out,
wisdom, yes.
Fires out those motivational
He
sayings.
could write. He could write Hallmark cards
You
or
could.
something.
You really
Yeah,
could.
yeah.
I'm into it. I'm into it.
Trap
I could
Hallmark
write-
cards.
I could write Hallmark cards, man. That'd be tight. Yeah, man. The kids, man. Stay safe, kids. You know, stay smart, stay sharp. Look out.
Yeah, because what about that one lyric? Fuck this industry, I keep it real for the children.
I do.
That's a beautiful lyric.
It is, because, you know, a lot of kids think the rap world is this and that, but, like, now that I know certain shit, a lot of shit, it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it'll break a lot of people's heart. You know what I'm saying? If some of the kids knew the shit that I knew about this shit, they'll be like, damn, it's not really like that.
And see, that
like,
is how things are a little bit different now, where I think there's more of an understanding or an acceptance of the fact that most of the shit is fake. You know, like that Rick Ross ain't really doing this shit, that, you know, so-and-so is not really a drug kingpin.
The kids think
it's
that
weird. When I
shit.
was a kid, it was more believable. It's almost like the wrestling thing. You know, like at a certain point in time, people just realized, like, oh, wrestling's not real, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to tell the kids, don't listen to these rappers. You know, listen to instrumentals. Only listen to beats.
That's a question that I had for you too. Where do you derive your inspiration from? Do you get it from listening to other rappers, instrumentals? Do you ever just listen to somebody and say, "This is garbage. I'm gonna go in the studio"?
Yeah, a lot. I'll be in the Uber. They'll be playing the radio, and I'm just like,
Who's a mainstream rapper that you really fucking hate that motivates you to make better music?
fucking. I don't even know these folks' names. I just hear shit, and I'm just like, whoever that nigga is sucks. Let me go shit on him.
How many blunts do you smoke a day?
Man, let's
It's
see.
a reader question.
I get about 2 packs of woods a day. It's 10 in each. It's 5 in each one, so that's 10. About 10, 11 blunts. Honestly,
That's a
How
beautiful thing.
long do you think you can continue this lifestyle with these blunts?
I've been smoking every day since I started kind of smoking, like back in like 11th grade. Yeah, that's crazy. I started smoking weed and doing music at the same time, and I
What?
just kept doing that shit.
Yeah. What's your favorite cereal?
Apple Jackson Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, you're really quick with that.
Yeah,
You like cereal a lot.
I just assumed-
yogurt
Now I want
too.
to eat some.
I assumed
Yeah.
he would like cereal because he seems like he's very into like childlike
Yeah.
things.
Dry cereal,
Yeah.
no milk, straight out the box.
Like you don't want to. I think that's like kind of an
Very
overriding
underrated.
theme in your music and your personality. I think is that you embrace your childhood
Yeah,
influences.
I don't want to forget that shit. My childhood was fun as fuck.
What was the first hip hop album you owned?
Ooh.
I have honestly. Let me think. My mama never like bought us like albums like that, you know. And then me and my brother never really gave a fuck anyway.
Keep in mind he's so young that he might have like been born in the post album age in a lot of
CD,
ways.
well, CD.
Yeah.
CD, yeah, no, I ain't had no CD.
See, yeah, he's post CD. Isn't that insane?
I
How
had,
old
like,
does that make you
fucking-
feel? I realized this with Mastroni, and he's a bunch older than him.
Bro, like my uncles,
Yeah.
my auntie had like old mystical CDs and like No Limit shit.
Okay, yeah. So you have people
you know,
around that had it,
that
but you
shit,
weren't going
yeah.
to the store and spending $15 on a CD. Yeah, you're too young for that. That's
That was
crazy.
something
Yeah.
else that I wanted to ask you, because when 3-6 blew up, obviously that had to change the music scene in Memphis.
But that was like late '90s. You probably don't remember
Right.
that shit
No,
at
I
all,
remember,
right?
But see, that's the thing is, bro, it's fuzzy, but like I always remember 3-6. Like they in my oldest memories. Like I always remember their music on the radio.
Are you a Lil White fan?
No,
You're fucking up then because that fool had classic. Look, Chris Jarrett's laughing. He knows. He's got some hits.
Oh, no.
I might fuck around and
ain't
sneak
heard.
one of those in here. You ever hook up a Lil White?
Did I ever hook up with him?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. Just checking. You had a look in your eye. I was like, I don't know.
No, I just
I
appreciate
don't
him.
remember much shit about Lil White.
Lil White, yeah, he's fly. Oxycontin, Xanax
Xanax
bars.
bars, Percocet,
Oh, that's right. Little White used to play it at the old house.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the song
Classic.
from Eastbound and Down, when he takes the ecstasy at the school dance, that's a Lil White song too.
What? I don't see.
I
how
forget
I'm
what song it
about this.
Okay, this is not really related to you. This is still a
I don't
slight
know
3-6
nothing.
Memphis connection. All right,
Yeah.
I only have a couple more questions here, and then I'm going to let you go. But do you play any instruments?
No. I used to play the snare when I was in high school.
The snare?
The snare in the band.
You
Just
in
there?
a marching band?
Not a marching band.
Just
It
in
was
like
a
the-
classical band.
Yeah, yeah,
orchestra,
yeah.
some shit like that.
What was your old dance troupe?
Troop?
You were in a
Group?
dance
You were in a
troupe?
dance group or something? Chris Travis told me
Step
about this
team?
earlier.
Nah, I had a little squad. You know what I'm saying?
You had a little dance crew?
Yeah, man. I had a little squad, man. We walked around, fucking juking.
Oh, that's tight. I like the sounds of that. Yeah. Somebody asked, are your clouds thicker than a Twitter hoe?
Yes. My smoke clouds. I saw that tweet too.
That's a
I was
lyric,
like, that's
yeah.
a funny one. Is my weed smoke thicker than these Twitter hoes? Yes.
But that seems kind of ridiculous to me that you're categorizing Twitter hoes as all being thick.
Isn't that funny? But
Well,
don't
it's
you see
interesting.
a thick bitch on Twitter every day?
I
Because
don't
somebody
know.
retweeted her.
I don't, I don't lurk Twitter
I
too
see
hard.
lots of thick bitches on Twitter.
Exactly. You are. Hey, don't go a day go by. I don't
Well,
see
you
a
ever,
thick
you ever
bitch.
drive down the highway? There's a lot of fast food and fucking candy out there. Of course they're thick.
Oh,
This is America. This is the land of plenty.
You know, sometimes they just thick.
Adam likes girls really skinny.
Yeah, he told me.
That's actually like a conflict that he and I have is like when there's some thoughts around.
It's a conflict that I have.
Yeah.
He's down with the thick ones. The ones that I think are fucking fat, like gross,
Yeah.
he thinks they're tight.
No, but I do.
It's a black guy
Why
thing.
you
Let's
say
be
that?
honest. This is a black guy
Adam
thing.
has such a warped
He's
view
fucked up,
of-
'cause I'd be like,
of
bro, she's
women
not
in
fat.
social interaction
He's
with
fucked
men
up.
or women in general. So he is an exception.
I do like skinny. Skinny's
Yeah,
good.
he's just like skinny. So when you just like one thing, I like skinny anything. You know.
But
what I
that's
mean?
good when me and him hang out because you know the hot one's always got a fat friend, right?
Oh damn, bro, that's funny. That's a good one. A thick friend.
All right.
Shout out to the big girls.
There you go. Let me ask you about weed. Let's talk about weed for a second.
Wow. Okay. Hey, anyway, can I get my two more reader questions done, and then we'll talk about weed, and then we'll be done. All right. My two more reader questions. Do you like taco pizza?
No.
What is that?
What is that?
Is that like Mexican pizza
I
at
don't
Taco
know.
Bell?
I mean, I could imagine that it probably
shit
has
is
ground
good.
beef on it.
That
or
shit
something.
is good.
Yeah.
A Mexican pizza? You never had a Mexican pizza from Taco Bell?
Oh.
You guys are
You know
missing
what? I
out.
think I have. Yeah.
Dude, they're so good.
Hey, they want to know about the face tattoo.
Oh, what was it? Somebody asked about that. No,
Yeah, it's an anchor.
Yeah,
They got it
no
across the street,
squad.
actually.
Yeah, I did. Shout out to those people.
Did you guys get them at the
They
same
need to give
time?
me-
No, I have mine first. Hoder went over there and got a S&M shield tattoo in his face too.
For real, that's tight.
Yeah.
They need to fucking hook me up for free next time.
Last question, and this is not the best question. Do you consider yourself based?
Won't be quick to reject. Nah, but bruh, I mean, man, me and Lil B, bruh, we been cool though, like on some personal shit. Back when I first started, he was he who I learned how to deal with the fans with. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like, cause he fucked with me, like followed me back, like DM me, said he liked my cooking videos, some of my songs.
You had a cooking video early on?
Bruh, Lil B, no. Lil B,
forget.
bruh, when I meet Lil B, bruh, we gonna have a talk, man.
We got to get him in here. Can we have Lil B come through sometime?
Yeah, bro, hell yeah, man.
All right. All right. So ask him some weed questions, and then we're done.
Well, just because obviously he's a connoisseur, and we're in California, so I just wanted. Obviously, he's a backwoods fan. If you can choose to smoke it, it's going to be backwoods.
He'll smoke a Swisher, despite what he says in his songs, but very rarely. Like
bro.
he's got to be dry.
Only if it's past me. Only
Yeah.
if I don't want to turn down.
If he
I'm
comes
just
to the
like,
store
man,
and I've got one on deck, I'll be like, "Yo, you ready?" He's like,
fuck it.
"All right."
What kind of weed do you prefer?
Indicas.
Indicas, really?
Yeah, over sativa.
You ever fuck with harder drugs besides acid?
Xanax.
Does it get harder than acid?
Xanax isn't harder than.
I got some green
Acid.
Xanax from a fan. DMT? No, I ain't been on DMT yet.
You don't fuck with that cocaine?
Nah, I don't like shit up my nose like that.
Yeah. You
Can't
could eat
deal
it.
with
You
that
could drink it. You could do all kinds of. Put it up your
Drink
butt.
it.
You could do all kinds of stuff.
See, that's all that gibbery.
That's white people stuff.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
All of our friends hate cocaine. They just love the smell of it.
I don't know.
You got to smell it real close, huh?
I can't. I like the way it looks. I just don't like it up my nose.
Have you ever had a brick in your face?
A brick, no. Never seen a brick.
I seen a brick.
You seen a brick?
I've seen a couple bricks.
I want to see one of Scooter's remixes.
Yeah, Scooter got them remix bricks.
And low prices.
All right, are we done here? We're talking about Young Scooter's bricks. I think we might officially be done. What do you want to shout out? SoundCloud.com/Xavier Wulf.
There you go.
WULF.
WULF and Hollow Squad, East Memphis, Healthy Boys, Water Boys,
Team Sesh.
And you guys are always doing shows in LA when you guys are in town.
They have
It
a
seems
show
like
tomorrow.
You're always doing shows. So if anybody out there that's in the Los Angeles area, follow this guy on Instagram and
Get
Twitter.
involved.
Find out when the Hall Squad's
If you
going to
like,
be.
if you like good rap music, get involved.
Yeah, or just come to on some shit because I'm always here anyway.
Yeah, just come
Don't
here.
touch my bike.
We're about to have Hollow
Come
Squad
touch
shirts.
my bike.
You can come
I said, don't touch my
Oh,
bike.
I thought you said, "Come touch my bike."
Nah, but for real though, like
ladies can.
I've been standing with him in the front, just like rolling a blunt or whatever, just chilling, and there was like these little Mexican girls were just walking by over and over. They drove 2 hours just to park and walk by the store to see if Xavier was going to be around. And they hit the fucking lotto because he was, and they had a huge backward roll. So we were like, come in, and it was great. So that could be you.
Yeah. Could be
There you go.
bro.
And I don't know if you made sex to them or not. You might have made sex to them.
Did they squeeze you?
They squeezed me. I was squozing.
All right, so are we done? I would like to thank my beautiful co-host Sarah and
I thought you were talking to me. You were pointing at me.
You are
when
beautiful
said,
as well.
Thank you.
yeah.
Thanks, Xavier, for coming out. This is
Oh,
awesome.
man, this is tight, bro. My first podcast ever.
It's gonna be beautiful. I can't wait. And then we got 4 more songs they're gonna play right here.
All right, let's do it. Play the songs, y'all.
Tamagotchi featuring Black Cray.
Shout out to Craig.
As long as we're going in the Asian influence. East Memphis Maniac. A song with Smurf called Just Know. Shout out to Black Smurf.
Shout out to Black
Water Boys. And then the last one is the hit record, Who the Fuck Is You?
Who the fuck?
Xavier, thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it, bro.
Thank y'all, brother.
Take care.
It was good
Hall
vibes.
Squad.
Beautiful. We out.
Peace.
Man, I'm in every goddamn thing, bro. Who lying? Fuck you, man, nigga. Fuck you, man, bro. We stacking this money, bro. Hollow Squad.